Hi everyone, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Um, so first and foremost, welcome to Web Lab. Um, this is a web development class, so if you're not here for that, you're probably in the wrong Zoom. And yeah, this is our first time going virtual. This class is usually taught in person in IAP. So we do ask you to bear with us while we figure out all the kinks. We're trying our best to make it mimic the experiences during real life IAP. So yeah, I want to take a moment and first I'll introduce me and Nick. We're both the co-presidents. We've been on staff for the past 2 years. And yeah, Nick, do you want to say a few words?
Yeah, hi, I'm Nick, the other co-president, and yeah, I don't know, we do the things. Tell us if you have any questions. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Can all of staff just go around in this order and just introduce yourself and what you do?
All right, I guess that means I go next. Hey guys, I'm Daniel. I am class of 2022. This is my first year on Web Lab staff, and I'm currently in San Diego, California.
I guess I'll go next. My name's Johan. I'm 2021, and this is my second year teaching Web Lab.
Hi, my name is Tommy. I'm a senior, and this is my first time teaching Web Lab.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nico. I'm a senior, first year teaching Web Lab. Super excited.
What up? My name's Noah. I'm class of 2023, and this is my second year teaching Web Lab.
Hello, I'm Jessica. I'm a senior, and this is my first time in Web Lab.
Everyone, I'm Kai. I helped teach Web Lab last year, and I'm a senior.
I'm Claire. I'm a junior, and this is my first year on Web Lab staff.
Hi, everyone. I'm Akshaj. I'm a TA, so you'll see me at office hours. It's also my first year on staff.
Hi, I'm Justin. I'm a junior. I'm not a class of 2020, as the slide says. I'm not that old yet. And I'm also a TA. This is my first year on the team.
Sorry, Justin. I'll fix that. Yeah, so these are the people that will be helping you this whole IAP. They'll be available on Piazza, will be available through office hours. We're very responsive people, so you can ask us anytime you need help. And yeah, here are some reminders. So if you guys want credit for the class or you want to enter the competition, you should register at portal.weblab.to. It'll ask you for your GitHub auth. This is so we can create your repo. And you should also join the Piazza and follow the installation guide immediately. So yeah, I'll give you guys a second. But yeah, okay. So I'll answer some frequently asked questions we've been seeing in the email. So we'll be live streaming and recording all our lectures to YouTube. The YouTube live stream can be used if you don't want to participate in the lecture. And it's like an overflow room because I think our Zoom only allows up to 300 people. So lectures are not mandatory. We will not take attendance, but you do get as much as you put into Web Lab. And staff will be available during lectures to help you. So we strongly recommend you come because the last time I heard someone say they'd watch the video later, they never did, and they usually drop the class. So usually that's how it goes. But yeah, this class is also a competition. So at the end, you can submit your final project into the competition for a chance to win some good cash prizes. I believe first place is like around $5,000. And it really doesn't hurt to enter the competition. Like all you do is submit it and click a button and like deploy it. And it follows like a lot of the same requirements you do as you would if you were to get credit for the class. So we recommend you submit it. Yeah. To mimic like a flow, like what we do in IAP, we have breakout rooms during workshops. So if you've seen our schedule, we have a workshop slated We'll put you guys in breakout rooms, or you can stay in the main room if you like. But this is so staff can jump around and help you in the breakout rooms. And we'll be using kind of a queue system because there's a lot of you. So we won't and when you use the ask for help feature on Zoom, it doesn't really tell us who asked first. So you should ask questions on weblab.2 and make sure to include your breakout room number when you do that. And secondly, you can find a questions doc at weblab.2 questions. This is a Google Doc where you can ask us questions. We prefer this a little more over Zoom chat only because if you don't want to interrupt the lecturer, or if you it's also a way for us to save the questions and answers so you can view them later. And buka is something that Johan created to encourage interaction and questions during the lecture. He can demo that later after the kickoff. But he is a turtle that enjoys it when WebLab students ask him questions. And yeah, I'll hand it off to Nick.
All right, I think, Shannon, you need to grant me remote control.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so welcome to WebLab, and this class is going to be broken down into basically the following steps. First, in this week, we're going to teach you how to build an app together from scratch. We're going to teach you everything you need to know, and maybe a little bit more in the second week, where we'll also cover advanced topics and have some sponsor lectures, and you guys will get started on your projects. In the third week, you guys are going to code, and you'll have your first MVP for the project, as well as in the fourth week, you'll code more aggressively, and hopefully finish up and get a final project ready. This week will also include the final submissions, the judging, and the awards for the competition. You can see more about this at weblab.mit.edu/schedule. So in this course, we take you end to end in web development. We teach you how to make everything from the server all the way through the front end. And you can make some really cool stuff. Like these are all, I believe, things these are all things that you can make with the tools that we teach you in this class. The world of websites out there is really enormous. There's all kinds of things that you can make. Just you have to be creative enough to think of them. So you can get something as simple as Doge 2048, just kind of funny and memey, or you can get something. You could get something like Club Penguin or Facebook, things that more people will use, get a little more social, a lot more complex, and it would take thousands of people working on it. So I'll hand it back to Shannon to talk about how this stuff works.
So yeah, thanks, Nick. So just to give a brief overview, I'm just breaking down what is a website. So you're trying to access Facebook.com, you're the client, you're trying to talk to the server Facebook. These are some terms you'll be hearing from during every lecture, which is why I want to go over them now. Basically, you'll make a GET request. You'll learn how to do that in a further lecture this week, and you'll get a response with web page files. And you'll use something like Chrome, hopefully, or Firefox to view this. And it will load up those web page files, which Nick will talk about.
Yeah, so when you have a website, it's generally made up of something called HTML, which is a coding language where you build the structure of your website. This contains all the components that you see, all the information, all the text, the images, things like that. On top of that, you also have what's called CSS, cascading style sheets, which basically tells the website how to look, how to make it look good. And in addition to that, you have JavaScript, which is sort of it provides any sort of motion or information fetching. So it can make your website more interactive and functional. And finally, you have assets like images, videos, mostly about dogs for this class. We like dogs here. So for this class, we're going to show you how to build a web application while we're teaching you. So we're going to learn by doing. And what we're going to build, if you go to weblab.2/example, is a website called Catbook. So if you all go here, weblab.2/example, you can log in and start playing around with Catbook. Shannon, you might have to do this. I can't.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can log in for you.
Yeah. So this is the example of what we'll be building. Like you'll build like an auth system. You'll display things from a database, allow other users to log in and post their own things and comment. And there's also something called like Chatbook as well. So we'll also teach you how to use like sockets, how to like live update your website to receive new messages, yada, yada, yada. And yeah. So you guys can play around on that. And yeah, so we have something called milestones for this class. Think of it like as your homework or PSETs per se. You need to complete all of these in order to get credit for the class. So we have milestone 0 due on Wednesday night, midnight. And milestone 0 is where you form a team of up to 3 people. And you can submit 10 of your best ideas, which will be reviewed by staff and we'll give you like some feedback. And you can turn that in on the portal. Milestone 1 is due Friday, January 8th. This, over the weekend, we'll have you come in and give something called project pitches, where you'll show us your wireframes of your website and like a more fleshed out idea of what you're going to build. And we'll also teach you how to make wireframes during this class later this week, so don't worry about that. Also, on Tuesday, 19th, we have milestone 2 due. This is probably, this is a really big one. Basically, you're going to build some working version of your website. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be like perfect, but this is just to make sure you guys are staying on track for the final submission, which is due on Wednesday, January 27th. This is like the hard cutoff for people who want to enter the competition. If you do not want to enter the competition or you're just doing this for credit, you have 1 extra day to do it. So it doesn't make that much of a difference. And yeah, so things you have to build. You have to build a dynamic website with a backend. It means you need to have a database. It means you have to build your own API, things like that. You also need to include authentication so you can have personalized experience based on user accounts. And you need to fulfill some minimum security requirements. We'll go over later what this means later in our security lectures and such. Also, your website needs original design and implementation. We'll know if you just copy a website from the web, so don't do that. And yeah, you also have to code this on the repo that we create for you. This is to ensure everyone doesn't starts their project at the same time, to encourage fairness in the competition.
So some things that you can't do. You can't use any tools like Drupal, WordPress, or Squarespace. These are things that will just make your website for you, and that's cheating. So we don't allow that. You can't use any part of a previous project. We have some very, very rare cases in which we've approved parts of previous projects, but you have to ask permission from staff, and you have to have a really good reason. You can't outsource any of your development. You can't hire people to do your coding for you, or make your team larger than 3 people. And finally, don't be evil. That's bad. Don't make bad websites that do bad things. If you have a question, don't know whether you're violating one of these rules or the other rules on our About page, post a question on Piazza. We'll answer. We're happy to help. Shannon, do you want to take this?
Yeah. So these are some of the core things that judges will look for when, and we will look for when evaluating your website. So you can make to have a good shot at winning one of the prizes or becoming a semifinalist in the competition, your website needs to be functional, which means like all your features work properly. Your website should also be usable. So these include things like UI and UX, like user interface and the user experience that needs to be good. Like aesthetics, which I just talked about, and as well as like concept execution, like how well did you apply like the solution, which is your website, to whatever problem you're trying to solve. Again, you can find more information about this at our About page. We go more into detail there. And yeah, so there are many ways to help in this class. All of staff is very eager to help you. And Nick's favorite.
Oh yes. So, my favorite thing is Piazza. Everyone should know this because it's everyone on Web Lab staff's favorite thing. Because all of you are going to go here to ask for help. All of you are going to ask so many questions, and you're going to put them all on Piazza so that everyone else can learn from them too. Because people tend to have the same questions, and you can learn from each other. Other places that you can go for help would be the course website, weblab.mit.edu. We put a lot of good resources there, as well as answer a lot of common questions. If neither of these help you enough, you can then go to office hours. We'll hold at least 2 office hours a week, sometimes more. We'll schedule them ad hoc, as well as a hackathon once during week 2 and once during week 3, which are basically extended office hours that go late into the night. And so during these hackathons, we basically just try to get as much stuff done as possible, make sure that you guys are on track for your projects. We usually try to have boba and free food and snacks, but very sadly, that's not a thing this year. It's hard to deliver that to 300 people. So instead, we'll just have a lot of help from the staff. We're all going to be there. We're all going to be looking out for you guys.
Yeah, there's a lot else like you can get out of weblog. Like we'll teach you like a lot of like UI design. We'll teach you how to use version control on your terminal like later today. Coding in general, and yeah, like I feel like this will be like your first experience at creating something. I think many of you are like underclassmen, so this is like a really good chance to like create something from scratch yourself. You can be very proud of it. But yeah. So most importantly, WebLab's not a classic MIT class. Like you can put as much time or as little time into it as you want. But like we here and staff, like we're all students. So like we have been in your shoes before and we're like very actively involved in making this class like really good for you. So we really value your feedback. We send out a feedback form every day. And we have Piazza, we try to get an average response time under like 5 minutes or so we're pretty fast. And we strongly recommend coming to lecture. And yeah, other things that make set us apart is that we have a theme. So hopefully your final projects will have some tangential relation to the theme this year, which we will be revealing now. Well, not now, actually. Our past themes include like around the world, remember the future, time gets worse in here, beyond the horizon, back to the roots, press any key to start, which like a lot of people created games, craft your own blank. We had a lot of like DIY websites. And this year, our lovely pub chair, Jessica Yin, has edited a video together in which all of staff put their best foot forward and took up on acting. So I will share this. I didn't share computer sound. Oh, actually. Nick, can you hear this? No? Okay, 1 second. Okay.
In the year of 2020, a deadly virus took over the world. People have found ways to keep themselves busy. For the Web Lab staff, it is a busy time of the year as they get ready for another semester of Web Lab. But someone is missing.
Hello, I hope you guys had a great winter break. We have lots of work coming up. Wait, guys, has anyone seen Jessica?
Yeah, I haven't heard from her for a while now. Maybe she's just busy with the holidays, though.
I mean, same, but shouldn't she still check her messages?
All right, well, let me know if you ever hear from her. Okay, that's all. Thanks for coming to the meeting.
Yes, see you all next meeting.
Bye.
Oh no.
Who are you?
Man, I wish someone could help me.
Let's play tag. Who wanna play tag? Tag, you're it.
Has anybody talked to Nico, Daniel, Justin, or Noah recently? They haven't been responding to any of my messages.
Yeah, ever since the last meeting, they've been gone. I hope they're all right.
Oof, we'll just have to make do.
Yeah, whatever. Can we talk about how we can encourage students to use good coding practices?
Oh, also, I think I broke Git because I was using it like a monkey. What do I do?
Guys, but wait, seriously, like, where are they?
And that's how we use GraphQL to make buka happy. Any questions?
Nope, that was amazing.
Sounds great.
Sounds cool.
Wanna play tag? Tag, you're it.
Wait, where is everyone? Our first lecture's tomorrow.
Yeah, whoever will give our intro to HTML and CSS lecture.
Well, I'm worried about how the projects will turn out. I don't want these websites to look like Space Jam or Catbook.
Guys, I'm actually worried. Like, what happened to them? Can't you see most of the staff is missing? Where could they have gone?
So yeah, the theme of this year is tag yourself. It's very abstract. You can just have some link to this theme, and yeah, we will now go on to our next lecture. Oh wait, first, any questions, comments, concerns? Oh, I guess it is IAP 2020.
Do you want to show them Buka Buka?
Oh, all right. So this is buka buka. This is so basically he pulls from our Google Docs questions. The more questions that are in there, the happier he gets. There's some algorithm Johan created. The more questions per minute, he gets happier. And yeah, if he gets sad, he'll get really small and he'll start crying. If he's happy, he'll get big and there'll be confetti. But this is just something fun we cut it up. But yeah.